Hey everyone, Chase Kaufman back here with some more interviews and awards on Great Lanes Bowling News, along with some upcoming youth tournaments in the state of Michigan. First off, we're going to go through some interviews with some state champion head coaches. And of course, if you haven't already, please make sure you make an account and subscribe to this channel.
It was weird because when we were there, it didn't feel real. For the team, it felt more like just hard work paying off would be the best way to put it. These girls worked so hard. We actually graduated 2 really great bowlers. So this year was not supposed to be a gimme by any stretch. Awesome team effort of 5 girls working their butts off. And the biggest thing was spares, no doubt about it. One part that I didn't really mention was the team element, the fact that they were a family and that they did picking each other up. They did a great job of we have a young one, a 10th grader that was amazing in the state finals, and the older ones, the seniors and the juniors did a great job of bringing her in and making her feel like part of the family and kind of like putting her in a position where she could relax and just do her thing out there. And you need that element in order to win a state title.
Tears of joy, actually. There's a lot of emotion going on. It really went right down to the last frame before we really had a really good idea that it was pretty much in our favor. It wasn't a giveaway by any stretch of the imagination. We didn't run away from it. The other team they stayed pretty competitive against us, and it was fun. The biggest thing I think that helped these guys, particularly, they all played football together when they were little, and they've done sports together since they were, wee ones, 5, 6, 7 years old, and they all hang out together quite a bit. They just have a great camaraderie on and off the lanes, and that just I think that helps gel and helps these kids mesh and do really well. To me, my mind, I don't care what I've done anymore in my career, my personal career, but to watch these guys and what they're doing and succeed and win state titles, that supersedes any excitement, anything I've ever done, anything that I'll ever do in my life.
We had a brand new team. The only person that had varsity experience on our team was our anchor, Sarah Ritchie. So we were going into the state finals with 4 out of 5 brand new starters. And at the beginning of the season, if you would have asked anyone, they would have probably had a lot of doubts about our team. No one really expected the big win at the end of this. Coming into a program that has all this success and all this, everyone expects success and greatness out of Kearsley bowling. But when you have 4 new girls, a girl who doesn't have the most experience but has experience, and a brand new coach, you kind of have this like pressure of feeling like you have to succeed. But we really boiled it down to, it was our story. We wrote the story. It wasn't someone else's story to tell. We got to write it at the end of the day. We got to the regional tune-up at Grand Blanc Lanes, and they were just giving it their all. They were going ball for ball with Davison, making them work for it. And I think that's the moment where each and every girl was like, wow, we can do this. We can make this happen.
Now it's time to announce our 2022 MHSIBCA Hall of Fame inductees. To be inducted, the recipient must have been involved with high school bowling for at least 14 years in any way. This year, the MHSIBCA has decided to induct Susie Thayer, Jim Tessner, and Dan Dutcher into the Hall of Fame. Dan Dutcher is the coach of Taylor High School and has been the coach there and at Taylor Kennedy for 19 years. An MHSIBCA member for 16 years, Dutcher has led his teams to 10 state tournament appearances, 7 conference championships, 4 regional championships, and 2 state runner-up finishes. Dan has always been focused on creating relationships with not only the bowlers on his own team, but bowlers and coaches within his conference as well. After 16 years of spending countless hours in bowling alleys, Dan has decided to retire to spend more time with his family. Next up is Susie Thayer. Susie is the boys' head coach at Lumen Christi and has been the coach there for 14 years. In a conference filled with Division II teams, Thayer leads the only D4 team of the bunch and continuously holds her own against strong competition year after year. Along with her involvement in the MHSIBCA, such as being a region director and a member of the awards committee, Susie earned Division IV Coach of the Year honors this past season. She's led her teams to 6 state finals appearances and has been a part of 2 singles state championships. Finally, we have Jim Tessner. Jim has been with high school bowling from the beginning. Working with both Bangor John Glenn and Essexville Garber, the well-respected coach has 9 state tournament appearances, one of which won it all, 3 conference championships, and 5 regional championships. Tessner even coaches over the summer, running a program geared towards all high school athletes and not just his own. To top it all off, Tessner earned the MHSIBCA Coach of the Year award for the Division III girls in 2020. Congratulations to all 3 newly inducted Hall of Famers. And now to honor some more coaches, the Michigan High School Coaches Association has awarded Brian Davis and David Weinberg the MHSCA Coach of the Year awards. David Weinberg has been coaching at Bronson High School for the past 3 years and has already accumulated 3 conference titles and 2 state championships, including one this past season. Coach Weinberg would like to thank former head coach Roger Wisman for inspiring him to want to coach as well. Brian Davis has been with Davison for the past decade and has racked up 4 team state titles, 2 single state titles, 6 regional titles, 4 regional singles titles, and 7 conference championships. Brian would like to thank many in the Davison bowling program, including Clarence Gibson, Robert Tubbs, Rollaway Lanes, Dave Beamer, and all the past and present bowlers and coaches who have helped shape the Davison bowling program into what it is today. And with that, we also want to recognize a collegiate signing. Gavin Norris of Grand Blanc High School will be bowling for Davenport University this fall. Gavin will be majoring in business when he heads out west. Congratulations and best of luck to Gavin. Just because high school bowling is over doesn't mean there aren't any tournaments for you to bowl in. MJMA and GLJGT are back in action, and here are some of the most recent tournament results. At the Sagano Sport Challenge at Richfield Bowl, Nick Schaberg defeated Joe Mertz in the U15 division 247-201 for the title, and in the U15 girls division, Sophia DeLucia won in the finals against Taylor Kretz 209-180. And in the U20 division on the boys' side, Connor Nowak defeated Cameron Kilgore 211-179 for his first MJMA title, and Carly Van Dynen took down Alyssa Van Horn 194-184 for her 3rd career title. And just this past week in Jackson in the U15 boys division, Mike Tuber defeated the 1 seed Joe Mertz 361-296 in the finals. For the U15 girls, Gabrielle Brown beat Taylor Kretsch 352-332 to take the title. And for the U20 boys, Jaron Kurashige took down Brandon Lovett 471-442. While Brenna Hartzler beat Megan Tim 405-292 for the title. And now that we have future tournaments to go over, it's time to bring back the bowling briefs. For MJMA in a couple weeks, Galaxy Lanes and Grand Blanc will hold the Grand Blanc Open at 9 o'clock, and then in May, the last regular season event of the season takes place in Wyoming at Spectrum Lanes for the Davenport University Grand Rapids Open. And for the Great Lakes Junior Gold Tour, on the 16th, there's a 6-game sweeper at Riverwood Resort in Mount Pleasant with 2 different shifts. And then on the 23rd at Royal Scott in Lansing, there will be a mixed team event at 9 o'clock. And then the next day, there's a singles event at 8:30. You can go to mjma.net and gljgt.org to check out the schedule and register for them yourself. Be sure to tune in to our next video later this month. We're going to be announcing the boys and girls Dream Team members. Thanks for watching, everybody. I'm Chase Kaufman. If you haven't already, make sure you subscribe. And of course, even though it's spring outside now, be sure to go out and shoot some 10 pins. Thanks for watching.